Good morning, everyone. I was asked to do a challenge by Cara Brampton in her little group, and it was a playing card challenge where you altered 5 playing cards and sent them to your partner. Now, I've done ATCs, but I've never done playing cards. This is my first time. And I mean, that packet I just showed you, I've had for probably about 2 or 3 years. It's just been sat there. I just didn't get round to doing it. So these are my swaps, the ones that I've done. I'm going to just show you these, and they've turned out so beautiful. I was so thrilled how they turned out, and I wanted to just share them with you to show you exactly what I've done. Now, the kit that I've used is Artymaze's Fruits of Autumn. This one, you can see I've put stencil paste around the outside. And these are just absolutely adorable. I thought they would be amazing if you put them in a journal. They are just really, really beautiful. Now, when you're sewing these, you have to be a bit careful because obviously you're going through 2 layers of card and plastic. But it can be done, but it will wobble a bit and it will go all over the place a bit. So, you know, you're going to get some pretty shabby stitches when you're doing it. But that's part of the charm of it. Now, I've gone round twice. I did the zigzag stitch and then I did the straight stitch, which gives it a lovely look, and it makes it look like you actually deliberately went a bit squiffy. And this one, all I did with this one was just put some of Andrea's lovely sayings on of the autumn. Now, I want to show you the kit first. This is our lovely kit. Now, this is the paper. This is the papers. Now, obviously, I've put them 2 to a page, so it's a bit easier for me to show them to you because I've just printed, and then these are just printed on normal copy paper. I've not put them on anything else, and they are amazing. They are just so beautiful. They really are. I absolutely love these papers. The raspberries, and that's your black grapes. Here you've got your fruits of autumn. Absolutely lovely, aren't they? And this is one of the reasons why I chose this kit. There's a lovely lined paper there which you could back onto things, and you could use it for making little booklets in your journals. And the colourways, isn't it a beautiful colourway? Really reminds you of the leaves when they change at autumn and they start coming down. We have a lovely cherry tree here, and when the leaves start to fall, they're the most gorgeous yellow. They really are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, in the back garden, I've got a sycamore and I've got an oak, and the colours from them are wonderful too. Now, this is the ephemera, and this is what I've used to decorate with. Now, what I did, I printed them. When you use the actual printing on your PC, not the photo printer, which, you know, if you don't take them out of the zip file, you'll end up printing them on the photo printer. You can do 2 to a page, but there's 2 to a page at a larger size and a smaller size. I'm just going to tell you what that size is. It's 10 by 15 centimetres. That's how I managed to get the size ready. I mean, obviously it's smaller than this. This is the larger size that I've printed here. But the 10 by 15 centimetres works perfectly for the playing cards. Now, these sayings, there's just some really gorgeous ones. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling. Leaves are beautifully, they show us the process of change. And they are absolutely lovely. Andrea really loved that kit. She really did. Now, this is the freebie she's got in her group, Artymaze and Friends. And I thought I'd show you this as well, because obviously this is the same kit, the same things that she designed before. So I thought you might like to see that as well. It's really, really lovely. Now, to do an auto playing card is so easy. It really is, the way I've done it. Now, I covered one side already, and I'm just going to pop it onto the other side. Now, don't do it like me and go and put it on the wrong side. I was sat there looking at it yesterday. I thought, you've glued that the wrong way round. going to land up with white paper on it. I think we'll make those mistakes sometimes. Now, I've used Fabri-Tac, and it is sticking it beautifully. Yoo-hoo, the clear glue, you know, the one in a tube, that would stick this beautifully as well. I'm not sure on how a PVA would work, because this is quite shiny and it's plastic, so I think you would probably have to use something a little bit, a bit of something that's come off of somewhere. I think that's the package that I just got. So, you know, you need to be a little bit careful. Now, what I did when I cut these out was I literally just cut them into square. I didn't worry about the outsides, you know, the circles, or, you know, the corners. I just cut them straight down, and you can feel the plastic underneath. And if you accidentally cut the plastic, you'll know, because obviously it's going to get a bit stiff with your scissors. So that's that one there. And then what I did was I just got a corner punch and punched all the holes, you know, the corners off with it. Now, if it doesn't work the first time, turn it over and it'll work the second time. I don't know why. I think it might be the indentation that will happen from the first time of doing it. Mind you, mine's getting a bit old now, but it makes a lovely, lovely look on the corners. Because if you cut round corners, sometimes they look a bit jaggedy, don't they? They don't fit quite right. So get your little corner punch out, and obviously if you haven't got one, you can use things like a cotton reel and draw around and then cut. Or be very careful and just feel your way around as you cut it. I have done that before as well. You just feel your way, because you've got that nice bit of thick plastic inside. You can actually, your scissors are butted up against it, so you can feel as you cut round. So that's how you get the outside. Now, the pretty ones like this, these two, I stenciled these first. And the stencil paste that I use is Pentart. Now, I've been admin with Dali Art for a very long time, and Dali has Pentart, and she's the British distributor for Stamp Art as well, Stamperia as well. And these are really, really lovely. The colours are gorgeous. So all I did was I got my stencil. Where are we? Now, I've got this one here, it's Phycilium, and this one, again, has come from Glitzcraft. So I just literally popped it on like this, and then got the two colours and popped them over. You might be able to see that colour better with the lid off. See how beautiful that gold is? It's absolutely gorgeous outside today, and the back of my house is in sun, but the front of the house is like it's dark, you know, it's like we're in winter. In fact, my neighbours across the street, they all sit in their garden to sunbathe when it's, you know, it's warm. They sit in the front garden to sunbathe, not in the back, because of where the sun's placed. And to me, that was a very strange thing to do, coming originally from Surrey, to sit in your front garden to sunbathe. But then again, down in Surrey, what they tend to do, they do a lot of barbecues along the River Thames. It seems to be, you know, it's quite a Sunday thing to take your barbecue down and have a barbie up by the River Thames. Walton-on-Thames is like where I grew up, and that was just a traditional thing to do, you know, go and have your barbecue down there. Let's put that back there. And as you can see, these two colours together just work beautifully, don't they? They're really lovely, lovely things. Now, the other thing you can do is you can use structure paste and you can colour it. And you can colour it with all sorts of different things. You can colour it with your micas, which is really, really pretty, or you can colour it with your inks. Oops. And I've got hold of the cotton. And that's how pretty they are. They are really, really adorable. Now I'm just going to pop this onto a tissue to keep, you know, a baby wipe to keep it damp, so that, and I've wiped most of it off so that I can clean it later. And that's how simple it is. And then with this one, I cut the words out, the little tiny, tiny words, and I just pop the little words on. And there's 4 there, and I just cut them out and pop them on. Obviously this is wet, so I'm not going to do that now. And you get a lovely, lovely little card. The other one, I just popped one of the little cards on it, and another one of the sayings. Now, when you print on the size that I've printed on, the 10 by 15, some of them will come out slightly bigger than the others, which is sound, you know, and that really does work with when you're playing with the kit on you know, marrying things up and making them look nice, and it fits so well on that size. So that's the other card there. Then on these, what I've done on these, you get your little postcards. Here's an apple one here, and you can, they're virtually the size of the card, so you can just cut them down very, very slightly and they'll fit on your card to make a pocket. Here I've just cut it in half, and the other half of the postcard I've made this little card. I've put a little bit of lace and a little bit of linen under that one, and another one of the little print offs, that's a stamp, and that's gone in my pockets. Now here you do get the different size tags in the kit. When you're printing it off, it comes off in different size, so I've literally just punched a tiny hole in with a ring, and I've just put words on that one. Now here I've used the paper that has the lovely red raspberries on, and I've just cut round a couple and put them on this one because it's quite a plain tag, that one. In this one you get your card, and it's about the right size for a wee card for your tuck spot, and again I've just put a little bit of linen underneath and a bit of lace. And on this one I've used one of the tiny, tiny images, and by using a jump ring it just gives a lovely little look, doesn't it, to your little pockets. And the other one I've done the same, but this time I've used a tiny, tiny one. That's a stamp, absolutely tiny one. And again I've used here the other half of what I cut off here to make another one. So I hope you'll have a go at making some of these auto playing cards. I think they're going to look absolutely lovely in a journal. I was so pleased with them, because ATCs are a bit smaller, aren't they? And you do get some amazing things with the ATCs. I'm just putting these out so you can see the ephemera when it's cut up small. And it just comes out so pretty. It really does, when you've got such a beautiful kit as this, and to work with it and then to do the playing cards. I'm so happy with them that I wanted to make a kit, make 5 for myself. So I thought, well, I'll make 5 myself for a journal, and you know, the other 5 are going to be winging their way tomorrow, and hopefully she'll like them. But I can't release this video until she gets them, so it might take a week or so before you actually see this video. If you see this video in the next couple of days though, because Cara might have different rules in her group. I have asked her what the rules are, whether we're allowed to share beforehand or not. The Sherry West book giveaway is still up. I'm leaving it up because Sherry has posted it back in her group again, and all you have to do is comment on the post which says Sherry West, and there's a little girl in red that I coloured in, and like her group, you know, go to her group, and then you're in with a chance of winning her beautiful, beautiful book. I mean, she's a lovely children's author, she really is, and obviously if you know me and you've listened to my videos, she does stamps now for Stamp Addicts, which are really, really beautiful. Most of them are grey. They're the grey, the grey rubber. But they are starting to do some in the clear stamps as well. This is the Christmas kitty. Here's our lovely mooses. You know, and some of these are from the book. The moose is from the book, and he's adorable. And look at this lovely little lass here. It's reflecting, isn't it? Because we've actually got some sun. Oh my goodness, in Scotland we've got sun. Now, when you buy the stamps, you can get them backed or unbacked. This one is actually backed. You can see through there, and the others aren't, because I had a lot of the backing material here already that I got from Chocolate Rock when I was buying a lot of Leslie stamps. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful to all the subbies that I've got. It is wonderful that people are subscribing and listening to my channel. You're never sure when you do something like this whether people are actually going to want to listen to you rabbiting on. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and do go and have a go at playing with those playing cards. Thank you. Bye.